Hello Plymouth, Luke Pollard here, your Member of Parliament. I want to give you an update about the campaign to keep child abuser Vanessa George behind bars. Now you'll know in recent months I've held a parliamentary debate putting the case to keep Vanessa George behind bars. I've written to the Home Secretary asking her to reopen the investigation into Vanessa George, and I've raised this directly with Boris Johnson, the new Prime Minister, asking him to intervene personally in this case. Now, this week I've had a response from a Justice Minister, and I've also met with police officers from Devon and Cornwall Police who are charged with overseeing sex offenders like Vanessa George. I asked them to look again to see where there were any crimes that hadn't been, that charges weren't put against Vanessa George, and I'm very sorry to tell you that they've looked through every single one of the cases and there's no charges that weren't put against Vanessa George. That means that was our last throw of the dice. There's nothing that now will prevent her release, and I expect her to be released from prison at some point this month. Now, that makes me feel sick, frankly. Vanessa George should be behind bars, certainly because she refuses to name the babies and toddlers that she abused. It's disgusting that she's being released early, and I think this system that we have is wrong. That's why I've asked for a meeting with the Minister to press the campaign to tighten up what remorse means. You can't show genuine remorse if you don't name your victims. That's a case that I'll be making to the Minister. I know that families of the children she abused want me to keep pressing on that. I'm also meeting the Victims Commissioner this week to make a similar case that the role of the victim should be louder and clearer in decisions made by the Parole Board. Now, this whole episode has been a life sentence for the families of the children that Vanessa George abused. And it's shown me that the justice system is wrong when it comes to the early release of sexual predators like Vanessa George, and it needs to be fixed. I've raised that in Parliament, I'll keep raising that in Parliament, and despite Vanessa George being released, this is not something that I'm going to give up on. Thanks very much, Plymouth. See you soon.